an exciting weekend of football this weekend.
Very
United
exciting.
won. United won. Arsenal obviously won. And then we just watched a climax of a football, man. United City, they one go down, and they came back from one go down to win 2-1 at Anfield. Their second win in almost like 30 years to make the title race a bomber right now and sad for Arsenal fans. But on and on, it was an exciting weekend of football. So we're here to discuss more. Shouty, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. The city of Manchester was united in their pursuit of glory.
It's not just the City of United, it's the whole of the world. You see, the
Uh,
whole world doesn't want Arsenal to win the league, but it's okay.
no, I mean we can dive into it now. I think Arsenal fans are particularly how do I put it now, noisy in the football ecosystem. So people are always looking for their downfall. And I think the City game, was an example of that. But I think two things. One, City just have like a lot of talent, like the squad that they have, Cherky, Mamouche, Foden. I don't think Foden played today, but there's Haaland, obviously up front.
They bought
Um,
a man, you imagine.
they brought Semenyo in to be playing inside right wing forward, right? He didn't want to do wing back under Amorim. He's doing another whole assignment basically now under Pep. And they have the squad, so that's the first thing. I think the second thing is that Liverpool, like the magic is gone. Like I don't really see them, doing anything significant this year. I think they're going to lose Salah at the end of the season, and it's going to be an underwhelming season for them in general. But as an Arsenal fan who was hoping for maybe a draw or for Liverpool to win, now that like City, I guess, has made it 6 points. Obviously, there's weaknesses in the team, but is there? How do you see it from the Arsenal point of view? Are you guys looking down and worried or
I mean,
concerned?
I was sad to be honest with you that City actually won the game. I wanted
Mm,
them to lose because it would have been good for Arsenal. Would have got 9 points clear. That would have given us a little bit of breathing room, right? But at the end of the day, right, City knew that they had to go there and win, which is what they did. And like you said, Liverpool this season have been underwhelming. Like literally, they have been so poor this season. Everybody expected them to be. I think everybody expected them to be where I would say Aston Villa or City are right now, which is contending for the league. But unfortunately for everybody, Liverpool have fallen so far that right now they're actually fighting to actually get to the Champions League, and the
mm.
Champions League is top five, not even top four. It's top five. They're trying to get into to be top five. So Liverpool have been underwhelming. When they scored the 84th minute, it was initially the game was, you can see, it was a game of chess. Like initially, because it's almost as if nobody wanted to give up the point.
Yeah,
And then when Liverpool scored, I was like, okay, maybe now Liverpool go on and like kick on and win the game. And then all of a sudden, City actually grew in the game, and they equalized. And the moment they equalized, it's almost as if another spirit entered them, and then City went on to win the game. And to me, the red card they gave Strobach, like I was saying, I would have left that goal. To me, I would have left the goal
as a
and just
ref.
leave everybody left. Yeah, I would
Mm.
have let it go because they both put each other. I know Schloboschleit started it, but Schloboschleit started and let him go, and then Haaland did his own. So I would have just let it go. I know what at that point in the game, it's dead anyways. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything at that point in the game because the referee was going to blow the whistle after that incident. So whether he gave a goal or gave a free kick, the game would have been ended at that point. So I would have
No,
just let it
so
go.
I mean, I think that there's something to be said for Soboslai being the last man, right? I think there's something
Mhm.
in football. If you're the last man, your punishment is extra, or something. But sticking with City, right? We talked about how they've been able to spend a lot this January even. They
Not
bought
just even
in,
January. Remember, for the past 1 year, City has spent almost 600 million because remember last January as well when they bought Mamouche,
yeah.
that Nico guy, they bought some two defenders. That City for the past 1 year, City has spent almost 600 million in
No,
1 year.
basically, like if you were like a young hot prospect in the Premier League or around the world, City went and spent money and got you right. So I'm looking at the team
Yeah,
right now in front of me. There's Matthias Nunes, I think the guy they got from Wolves,
moves. Yeah,
probably like 40 or 30 million or so. There's Kusanov, I think that was expensive as well.
yeah,
Gehi,
question of us.
Gehi, they broke Liverpool's heart, and we
Yeah, they
all
broke
thought
Liverpool's.
Gehi was going to Liverpool. He ended up at City. I think they were booing him in the stadium today. It's Nori. from Wolves also. Bola they brought
Bola, yeah.
and in midfield they have old guard of Rodri and Bernardo Silva. This O'Reilly guy as they want to be, something. I think they're looking to spend on Ellis Anderson or another midfielder to bring in next year.
Summer, right?
And then up front we
Yeah.
have Mamouche, Haaland, and Semenyo. Mamouche that they paid a lot of money for also. Semenyo they just brought. So like City have spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
Basically, it seems like to keep the club alive. And by definition for City, alive is in and about the Champions League, Premier League spot. And pound for pound, we should be able to match you with our players that we have. Again, as again, looking forward right to Arsenal
Mm.
the away at the
City.
um both teams are being called upon to basically win all the remaining games in the season, right?
Which you know is not going to happen actually.
We don't know that, right? Because I think any single point that is dropped anywhere now.
You and I know based on what we've seen this season, Arsenal and City are not going the whole season, the remaining games winning them. Because it's like 13 games left, if I'm not wrong. You want to tell me City and Arsenal are going to win 13 games straight? It's not
No, I,
possible.
I, I think United are going to win the remaining 13 games straight in the season. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's somebody else, that
uh,
that could pull it off.
uh,
But looking forward, even if they don't win all 13 games, right, and you guys don't win all 13 games either,
mhm.
Havertz is back for you, and I'm segueing now to Arsenal and the title race quote unquote conversation, right? Havertz is back for you. You were able to call on Gabriel Jesus when you needed it. Joker scored 2 goals yesterday, so maybe
My striker.
yeah, your striker. Because the issue with Arsenal, people have been saying is that like from open play, you guys suck, right? Even as a
Mhm.
Wenger said it against United, like from open play, there's just nothing coming from this Arsenal team, right? If it's not Alhamdulillah corner kick, there's no goal. But if you're in a position where Havertz is scoring, Gyökeres is scoring, that's a different story, entirely. So this is what they call the business end of the season. Arsenal
Yeah.
did the business yesterday against Sunderland, who looked like they might hop and puff, but in the end, Arsenal did the business. City won today when they should, how do you see the rest of the season playing out? Do you think it's going to be comfortable? Do you expect any hearts in your hand, hearts in your mouth moments or drama, anything like that?
I actually expect drama, and any Arsenal fan that is being honest with themselves,
Mm.
I think this City winning this game has actually made Arsenal fans to like sit down and know that okay now the title race is on. Because if I'm Man City right now, I'm getting a kick up my ass. Sorry for my language, but like
That was a
it's like a it's it's like a kick up my ass to say that yo, come on. If we have gone to because we all know that Liverpool is one of the hardest places to prepare for City. Like I said, this is their second win like 30 years at Anfield. Even
mm,
Pep, that is the Almighty. This is the second time he's winning in Anfield in like 7, 10 years. I think it has been almost 10 years. The second time he's winning at Anfield in 10 years. So
hmm
that's to tell you how difficult it is for City. So there are certain games you go or you have on your calendar whereby you just tick as an X, like a loss or the maximum you can get like a draw. And then for City to go there and actually win the game, remember the fact they were also one go down. So to me, if I'm Man City right now, I'm believing that okay, we can actually come back into the title race and actually give Arsenal a run for their money because the next game, which is on this week, we are entering right. I think Wednesday and Thursday they are Premier League
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
Arsenal is playing on the Thursday, and then City is playing on Wednesday. So if City is playing Fulham, and I think we can agree that City should win Liverpool, Fulham at
Pressure,
13 if I'm not wrong.
pressure.
So if Man City wins that game, all of a sudden it's 3 points, and Arsenal is going to Brentford. And Brentford has been one of the surprises of the season. I think most of people had Brentford to struggle when they got rid of when Thomas Frank left, and most of their star players were Wissa left, Bemo left, even their captain Norgard came to Arsenal. So a lot of people had Brentford as one of the strugglers, but they have been fantastic. They are I think
Mm,
seventh in the league table right now. So going to Brentford is going to be tough for Arsenal. So if you're Man City now, you'll be like, oh yo, come on, we're back in the title race. We win Fulham on Wednesday. The pressure is back to Arsenal again. The pressure was back to Man City this weekend. Now it's going back to Arsenal. So on the purists and for haters, is the perfect scenario for everybody right now because
mm.
the title race is back on. Because if City had lost, I think a lot of people would have bet you that Arsenal are probably going to win the league because it will be hard for this Arsenal team. I don't see Arsenal, to be honest with you, this person Arsenal team, I do not see them losing 3 games straight. I don't see that. I don't know about you,
They
but
don't have to lose
you
three
might, you
now.
might. I mean, if 9 points, what do they have to
You
lose?
don't
Even if,
you don't have to lose
if
three straight. Let me put it that way.
like I don't see Arsenal losing 3 games. It doesn't have to be three, but I don't see Arsenal losing 3 matches.
Okay.
That's the issue. This present Arsenal team, I don't see us losing 3 matches because we are that. One thing Ateta has made us now strong at is that we rather draw the game than lose it.
Mm.
That's one thing Ateta has done for Arsenal fans. So on a purist and neutral level, you're happy and you're delighted that Man City won today because now there's actually a title race because I see to me I think I was telling Dr. Those on our podcast that that game against City at Etihad is probably going to be the decider for the title because it's April 18th, and by April 18th, I believe it will be less than 10. It should be less than 10 games left, maybe like
Mm.
maybe 5, 6 games left.
Mm.
So if it's still 6 points, let's assume it's still 6 points going to the Etihad, right? If Arsenal wins that game, it becomes 9. If Man City wins the game, it becomes 3. And all of a sudden, you look at it and go, oh, Arsenal might be pressured to drop more points after then because now the pressure will be more on Arsenal than Man City at that point. So as of now, I'm still confident Arsenal is going to win the league. To be honest with you, I'm still confident. But then I'm going to wait till April when we play Man City.
I don't
But
think you
right now,
need
for
to
the
wait that.
purists,
I don't think you need to wait that far now. I think between your next games against Brentford and Wolves, Arsenal is going to drop points. Whether it's three
well,
points, whether it's six, whether it's two.
I'm going to win Brentford though. I'm going to win Brentford.
I don't know which one it to be, but between those two, one relegation bound team, one just very annoying mid-table
Mm.
Premier League team, points are
The
going to
truth
be
about
dropped.
this, Man City is going to drop points as well because Man City I've seen already this season, they are not consistent
Mm.
as well too. They are not consistent.